Hello, welcome back to Geek Feng Shui. I'm your host and game master, Bob Sellers Jr. As we continue our journey with Sicarius, my rogue rebuild. Say hello to our friends at Chiata Good Brewing here in Cass and Manorville, Under Pressure in Golden Valley, and South by Southeast and beautiful Pine Island, for venues near you of equal family, pet-friendly, fun-friendly places where you can chillax with friends, play games, whether you bring them or find them there, participate in events, trivia, Dungeons and Dragons, and more. And you can bring your pets. Sometimes it can be on the outside patio, sometimes inside. Depends upon the food regulations at each venue. And the food is often available in or around or via food truck. Great people, great places, great fun. And some days you might find yourself doing yoga, not getting judged if you drink before, during, or after in Castle. Check out my books at sellersjr.com, my overall website at geekfengshui.com. And of course, his website, which I appreciate every like, subscribe, and setting of the bell. So we are going to go do a couple. I'm not going to do the Murloc eye yet. Go do the Marines. Do the Quill Baron. Oh. Let's send this off to Sadly, I'm probably going to have to give up and doing a guild 10 gold registry. I won't see that much gold for quite a while, so we shall see. I don't know why it's so expensive. Maybe it's the overhead. They don't want people creating private guilds. But I'll keep the guild recruitment. Someday, if I'm lucky, they'll get killed off. I tried to invite. Already in a group. Level 6. I can sneak all the way in because I'm a rogue. He gets suspicious. Big fight ahead, so. There's a Marine coming. This starts a quest. You can see the distinct advantage for being higher level when you come into here. That's why playing the long game to me, although it is tedious, there's a lot of traveling, I think overall it makes for a tougher character. Well, that and I like going out to the island at 14 or 15, whatever it'll be. And I hate that island. Fortunately, with Questy, I'll be able to see the eggs better, maybe. There's eggs that you have to find on this stupid island. They're well camouflaged. So we just need sailors. Again, it's not so much your killing things that give you credit, it's the quests themselves that link, give credit, and also give, become friendly all these different places and get discounts. Buy. Maybe I'm already done. Yep. And the question comes in, do you do Barons or Terracar? My answer to that is I do Terracar to the point where I get to the Dalaran wizards, and then I come to Barons. And no, I'm not necessarily going to go up and do that. I killed off my last rogue with. If I do, I'll do better. It's one of those things where it was dumb, but I thought I could handle it, and I was proven wrong.
Loktar, go for
This quest in particular gives you
Diablo
some good experience, or
for
good
the Horde.
experience.
Strength. Go with honor.
This is the quest that you want to have the drinking water because you're going to be doing a lot of underwater stuff.
What are you looking for? Go forth to victory.
It's one of the few quests that having a water breathing is a distinct advantage, or being undead, is you have to go out to get crabs and stuff and open up chests and stuff. I actually did have a character drown. I was working in doorbell ring, got distracted, forgot to come up for air, and yeah, you die. I think I found just about every stupid way to die. I have not died in the elevator. Almost got killed by a giraffe. See, how can you get killed by, well, if you're using a skill that aggroes the area around you, and a trap happens to be nearby, well, guess what? Now, the thing you have to be careful, you get used to running through things like this where you're really high level and they really don't care. This would be the quest that you wish you were on your druid with water breathing, or water farm. And there's chests and stuff here that are tempting to get you to go into the ship when your character is more likely to forget, oh wait, I'm there. For example, there's going to be a chest in this boat. At one point, there is an expansion that has an underwater world, and you have underwater mounts. So I don't remember which one that is. I think at some point what I'm going to do is do a start of a character in Lich King, and then I'm going to do a start of a character in retail just to show you the same character. And how they've improved. As a joke with one character, we long ago, retail was not hardcore. We somehow, I can't remember if it was one of the guys, his friends, got access to the guy's character, so we got him an underwater breathing potion. And we took him out to the very edge of where his exhaustion is, deep underwater, and then logged out. And because he happened to be at a party, or he was off been drinking or whatever he's doing. And then the next raid night we came in, and it was hilarious and went through it was a hard thing out so he didn't drown. And it wasn't hardcore, so if he died, it wouldn't have been permanent. The hijinks. If you have friends that you trust with you, username and password. Blizzard kind of frowns on that. Because there's companies apparently that you can hire to, like there's the famous stories of a dad who wanted to play with his son, so he started a character and hired a company to power level it up so that you could play with his son, only to find out that he was banned because they can tell where you log in from your characters. You know, they're very protective of stuff. It's like gold sellers. I was kind of disappointed in a sense, only because when they started a guild, they don't have tokens. Now, what the token idea was is to kill off gold sellers in the game. And so basically for $20 you buy a token, and then you go list it in the auction house. Well, some of those tokens go for as high as 10,000 gold, and you can use those tokens to play for game time. So let's say you have a character that is max level for a long time, you've been running dungeons, and you have 100 million gold. Well, you can buy those tokens and then use those to pay for game time. You can go into the store, not in game, and see it under WoW Classic. But they say Classic here does not have the tokens. So I went and looked in the auction house. Now that'd be easy, $20. I'll sell it for 5,000 gold to make sure it's all. No, you can't. And you got to kind of watch up here. I'm fortunate that my alchemist can make it, but you can also buy the underwater potions in the auction house. Later today, I may go start a alliance character just to get over to the alliance camp, Hillsbrand, South Shore. So I'm really curious if that air step is there. I've talked about it ad nauseum, but House of Life, it must have been so ingrained, or else they wanted it there. It's been long rumored that, and again, I'm only saying rumored because I have absolutely no proof of it, that the developers in that are Horde fans more so than Alliance. And so anything that benefits the Horde, they prefer. Oh, we're starting to get eyes. Now, normally you get this quest for these guys over outside of the other town, but you can do both. It's usually packed. There's a lot of people trying to get them. It makes it very difficult. We're here, there's hardly anybody here unless they see videos like mine or others. Or you're told, I told somebody, I said, you know, you can do this. I only found out by accident, to be honest. I was looking for the toolbox to kill somebody. I happened to have the quest. It's like, oh, cool. You can see the notorious drop rate. So what you can do with the Rex when you have this in the library is you explore for stuff that you might not normally see. And no, I don't think you can heal yourself through drowning because you have to stop to heal. Just been tried. For those that don't know what exhaustion is, there's edges to the areas that you're in. For example, not limited to Gem Island, which I would not want to go out and try to get to in hardcore, but there's an island that when the game originally started long ago in land far, far away, the gems had to have a physical presence in the game to be able to do anything, to watch players and what have you. I'm not exactly sure what all they do, but anyway, there's an island, and I got to see it from the GM standpoint because a friend of mine had a copy, and I don't know how they did it, but he got a copy of it, so he ran a private server. My daughter and I, who played quite a bit, got to play as GMs. And so you go out there and you pick your character, you can go max level, and you equip yourself with the high-end stuff. Because the GMs want to be able to go and in case you have to go kill off a boss for somebody. Alright, I maxed on all of those. So I might as well go look and see if I find more treasure boxes. But yeah, in order to get there, you had to get on board the Alliance ship, jump off, and then you had to get through exhaustion to where this island was. And people supposedly got banned. If you go look on YouTube, you can still find videos of GM Island people. Again, there's nothing really out there worthwhile to go into other than saying, hey, look where I am. And there was always the thing that, hey, Blizzard, you know, Blizzard's going to ban you for being out here. One of my favorite memories of GMs doing something is there's an island, I don't remember the name of it, where you and the Horde, or your opposite sides, play, and you have to kill so many things, do so many quests to get other quests to unlock. Well, Horde Heavy server, when you fly in this Alliance, the whole flippin' island was red. As in, Horde salivated, oh look, more Alliance to kill. Well, anyway, on this one ship, the Horde somehow got on top of a sail. Again, it was taking the cheap route. And they I can't remember if it was a hunter or a mage or somebody with range attack that was just annihilating us. We couldn't get to them. They could kill us. So I logged a ticket and the GM opened a chat and they could apparently watch my screen. And I'd show them, watch this. And it was like a big invisible hand came up, you know, you do the plink, and the character was plinked way out into the ocean. Probably to the point of being almost near exhaustion. And that was just hilarious, the things that they could do. GMs in the game masters, I'm not talking guild masters, are good people. Hard job to do, I mean. If there's a way for people to cheat, they will. I got curious just to see if there is such a thing as gold sellers anymore, and there are. I'm not going to promote any one or say where you can find them, but don't trust them, especially with your credit cards, because that's people will do, and they'll get into your accounts. Blizzard's no dummy; they can keep track of that stuff. How'd you suddenly get 500 gold?
Thunder. Diablo. For the Horde. Raw. For the Horde.
Might as well go do this real quick. Or I might save this till on the way to Crossroads, but why not do it now? Here I can get when I go out to that cursed island. If you haven't noticed, I really, really like Evil Cackle. That stupid island. What I have to do is start a character in the Lich King to see if an island's still there, because in the Lich, I believe it was in Lich King, they split the troll and the orc startup, so they have different starting zones in similar areas. So I and you have to watch so you don't get too overconfident. Sort of, in a weird way, reminds me of ganking. And if you've played WoW on a PvP server, and you're all guilty of it because you had it happen to you, what goes around comes around to these. I told the story of my rogues in the Alliance camp. Time to charge my watch. Love my Apple Watch. I have to turn it down some of the notifications because it goes in its battery probably every 2 days. 2 days. Now, typically there is a boss. It's okay. Little dragon. Only a little. Plus he has a chest. But you notice he has 2 friends with him. So when you pull him, you get 2 others. The trick would be to go sap him. Those 2 friends want to go back. Am I going to give an example of that? No. Now we could go tinkle him and see what happens. Living dangerously is my middle name. What I mean by tinkle is you go clear out everything around him that could possibly. Afraid I was going to do that.
I see you.
And plus there's a silver dragon. So you can see how life gets complicated in a hurry. Let's go try See, that's what's called crossing your fingers and hoping you have enough life. I only do that when you have buffs. I got considerably lucky there. Ta-da! That was dumb, but I was prepared. Always have an escape clause. Speaking of which, do that damn chest. So that's what draws people into him more than anything is his chests. So I gotta give silver and I gotta gold. But the trick is, as you saw, is to separate him from his minions. Which, if you're not prepared, level 6 would never be able to do that. Because I have troll blood and that I did not have my Fin. And as you saw, my life was, if he had taken one more swing, I probably would have been starting over, but very, very amused. But there is a range from where they start that they fall back. I got lucky. It's going to be lucky that you're in. Because if you look here, let's see how many. Yeah, he's killed. It's a fair number. My rule of thumb usually is to be 5 levels above a gold dragon. Obviously, that's only 3, but I did separate him from his minions because they're never alone. Even the silver dragon had a minion. And sometimes they have dots, like the one in Terrakar. They put a dot on. For those who haven't seen the video, Son of Argul is a gold dragon that if you engage him, he puts a dot on you.
Go forth to victory.
Okay, I'm gonna go turn this. No, I don't have a flight point here, so I'm not gonna bother. Puts a dot on you that is 200 up to 270 points of damage per minute for 4 minutes.
Speak, friend.
So if you think you got away from them and don't eat up, forget and don't have that much life, you are in deep doo-doo. Faster than you might realize.
strength.
Now, in the one case where I did lose my character, I don't know. I got away from him on my. I tried to do it on my warlock. My hunter used my pet to take his dot while I ran away. My warlock had the dot, and it was not pleasant. But yeah, you can see how watch the face how close I got to. And I didn't. That was another. I accidentally hit it because I had it. I may have to move it down one so I don't accidentally hit it. That would have been bad. It would have been amusingly funny because I would have had to reshoot it. I wouldn't have reshot the whole game. I would have started my run, go over yet again, and then picked up where I. After watch the game last night, TJ Watt was going around. A guy put his hand on his face mask and knocked his helmet, but he still kept going and he tackled the guy with his helmet on. Now, you get fined if you take your helmet off, but if somebody else takes it off, I don't think they do. Imagine how much tough a person is if they really don't care if their head's protected. Either tough or dumb, or both. I'm dreaming. And I know there's probably a bunch of you out there going, hey, I really wish he would have learned his lesson, not poke the bear. And for those that do, please subscribe, set the bell accordingly, like the video, even if you hate the fact that I lived through it. And it takes me almost dying to get subscriptions and likes. I will do it every video. Let's see, how close can we come to death this video? Well, let me show you Gnome again, where we go in there and you tab target the thing up on top. And then this happens.
How you do it, man? Stay away from her.
Hello, man. See ya later. Okie dokie. Be seeing ya. Later. Okie dokie.
I think I got all of the quests. Break a few eggs. Where's the cat quest?
What you want? Later.
Yeah, see, that's an old enough or low enough quest that didn't show up. I just happen to know it's there. Like I said, what I would suggest doing is starting characters up. It didn't even, I don't know if it showed it on this thing or not. This is where people would do the sand crawlers and everything else. And it's usually quite crowded. And it's can be tricky. There was one time, I have a video somewhere, I swear there was a guild, a bunch of people out here purposely trying to blockade the island, meaning that they were going around doing all the egg quests and all these places. They had somebody doing it, and just luck and happenstance. But again, that's kind of thing to expect. Well, you can see how the eggs blend in. This remembers where eggs are, doesn't mean that they're there now. Now as I go out here, because there's hardly anybody here, there's eggs galore. They are usually one of the hardest things to find. Well, the other thing that probably saved me when that old dragon was in regeneration. It must have ticked just at the right second time. Yeah, I don't recommend going after old dragons unless you really know what you're doing. You have no idea how fun this is to do after having almost died in this room. I don't think there's anything up here. But this is a very example of where you don't want to get caught in tight quarters with a bunch. It's a trap. Now you have to watch because he regenerates awfully damn quick. See, there he is right there already. No. I need hexed. Let me get their flame going a second. I think I got everything done. Oh, we got one more. One more fur than that before. This is a great island for skimming. I'm glad I can laugh at that close call. Being lucky has so many aspects to it. Seriously. swim all that way and you're not going to give me. That's the one thing you learn about World of Warcraft. Transports and properties. You know, it's the first 3 games to me already. It's like, okay, we surrender. Here you go. Yeah, if you go back and look, I had the Trove on the other go, and I had 5 life on my bracers. The timing of where I was in his string there. But if you go down and pause it, you'll see that I was done almost 0 life. That's what makes the game fun, is when you cheat. As they say in Game of Thrones, what do we say to death? Not today.
Relax. See ya later. Later. Be seeing ya.
Hello, man. Be seeing ya.
Now we get to go to increase our speed for stealth.
We got the good stuff, man.
Oops.
Bye-bye now.
That is that. So we got 2 quests to go to Crossroads. Conscript and Shui. So we'll turn those in and then we will go back to Feng. Of course, my subtle subscribe, set the bell accordingly. We've already had that running for a while, so let's try it. As a constructive criticism, in the commentary, which I paid attention to. First, we're going to go to Overmar and turn in the other quest. Not sure how much XP you get. So we can check to see if there's upgrades to the daggers without breaking the bank. 9 more gold to get before I would have been sad if I died. But like I said, you know, there's some modicum of planning where you know there's a certain point where you can pull them past where they automatically run back. And if you don't know that, well, right where they're standing, you're doomed. Because by the time you start running and taking damage, you know you're going to die. You are going to die. Just happen to get lucky on a number of things. Yeah, the egg quest is one that you might come back here after doing the like, oh crap, I gotta go all the way back. So, yeah, I think it shows up at level 8.
Hall, may your blades never dull. Go forth to victory.
Level 16 is where we get the lock picking.
What do you
Go to
need?
that boat.
Strength.
I'll think about it. No longer a miner, so I might as well send this to my engineer. Oh, we gotta do the one quest that's over the savages. One that can get gnarly when there's a bunch of people doing it, because come in packs, dead people, which is fine. Magnolia Bank, what's a bank doing out here? Well, the crowds have arrived. I almost got there this quick. It was just easier to wait for regens. I wonder if I can go up above. Never tried it. Either they're done or they're doing the same thing I am. Game. I'm waiting for regens. Just need 2 savages. Just 2. He's going to come back later, or he's going to do like I'm doing life and down there. Of course, there is also the layering issue. For those that don't know what that is to balance the load on the server. Years and years ago, I worked for a company where we had what we call virtual servers, which are similar to layering here, meaning that we set the maximum up to like 4 servers or 10 servers, and you can set watermarks. So let's say you have the first person log in, they're on server 1. Second person logs in, they don't go to server 2 unless you reach a watermark. And so if you have a watermark set at 5, it's the 5th person or 6th person that goes to server 2. And eventually they'll, well, there's the reason behind using a virtual server. If Joe Schmo or Jane Bain and counting fire off a report that sucks up all the CPUs just for that one server, not for the entire server. And when I started at the company, I grew up in Superior, Wisconsin, which is we call a seafaring town, shipping grain and whatnot, iron ore. But you learn a lot about ships, one of which, if you look at the bow, the front of the ship, for those of you who know what a bow is, there's marks. And that is called a watermark to tell you how loaded the ship is based on where the water level is on those marks. And the term carries over to technology, so you'll have a watermark or a setting. Well, the setting on these servers, I learned long ago in my IT that you need to know hardware and software to be of any use. When I came in to this company, they just installed new servers that were behaving badly. And of course, the company that I used to work for, which I won't name, is made the servers, and they blamed the software. The software, in this case Progress, great software company, blamed the hardware. So a new guy on the job, there's a thing called RTFM where you read the freaking manual. And F is a slang term for get in trouble, unless you're in England. Anyway, I went through and I saw the term watermark. I looked at it and they had their watermark set at 1. Because they would set up 20 servers and boom, 20 people on 20 servers going. Or they'd have 1 or 2 servers fully loaded because they had no watermarks. And so I went in and explained the ships and the bows and stuff. And within an hour, they had everything running smooth as silk. And that was a hero, not because I was good, because I was a new guy and I was damn lucky, to quote one of the co-workers at the time there.
Loktar. For the Horde.
Yeah, I worked with people who didn't appreciate being lucky. That's a whole nother discussion, but I take great pride in my program. I learned to be a craftsman. Well, there's people that believe in speed over this and that. Yeah, it was one company. I had a guy that just did not understand the value of being consistent. They're really proud. Yeah, no tokens. I wonder if throwing weapons have any. So if I go with balanced, don't use them a lot, but when I do, it's nice to have them do some more damage than 1 to 3. And you can't sell. So I'll go turn this quest in, and we'll go over to Terra. Actually, we'll go turn this in, and we'll go turn the Crossroad quest in. So we have 2 more slots now. People will argue, well, you don't need to go back to Terra Card if you did Crossroads, and that's not wrong, but what I'm trying to show is that you get benefits from leveling up in all 3 or both. As long as you don't do something stupid like I did my better day. Almost did something stupid today, the Gold Dragon. So you can see how the game tests you. Try doing what I did at level 6 without any of those buffs on, and you're starting over.
Magraw, may your blades never dull.
And we got this class.
Welcome to Orgrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde?
That one is one of those. Skull Rock is a lot like Blizzard's place in Terra Card. Don't want to do it. I'm going to wait and do the road quest when I'm back. So what I will do here, go to Crossroads. There's 2 quests in. I'll call it a video and restart the next one when I'm in character, so you don't have to suffer through all the flying back.
Go with honor.
Now, normally in the past, my characters have been this level going to Crossroads. So hopefully when I get out of Terracar, I'll be 17, 18, doubt 19, but you never know. And then we'll start Barrens and I'll get through like it was on my road to my demise, unfortunately for due to stupidity. Again, I play the long game, not the short rush to this, not the other.
What do you need? Go forth to victory. Farewell.
Oh, that's right, that's... Da-da-da-dum, da-dum. I had to run here anyway, because I can question too. For those of you that have not been to the Bear, this is the Bears. Should be an interesting game in Germany, the Chiefs and the Dolphins. Both 6-2, both very fiery teams. You can see the benefits of being a skinner because there's always corpses of people who are not skinners. You're like me, you're selling your leather to make bank. what happened on this quest is that instead of turning in at Crossroads, you turn in at the guy down here just across the river. And then you go to Crossroads. So should have ran from Orgrimmar, maybe.
What do you need? Strength. Go with honor.
Now we run back to Crossroads. To make a long video unnecessarily, I'm going to call it a video here, and I will save you from having to watch much more drudgery. But there's no drudgery in Chaotic Good here in Castle Manderville, Under Pressure, in Golden Valley, or South by Southeast, in Pine Island, or venues near you. No, this is places for chillaxation, fun, games for the whole family, pet friendly, inside or out, depending upon the rules of food serving, as well as events such as trivia, crafting, Dungeons and Dragons, and more. Or Sundays here, you can do yoga. We don't judge if you drink before, during, or after. I also have books that are listed on sellersjr.com, my overall website, geekfengshui.com, and this channel, which I appreciate every like, subscribe, and setting up the bell. We'll see you when we get to Tarot Card.